Bonjour et bienvenue dans ce nouvel épisode de Kotar, toujours en compagnie du frère Benedek.
Hey Bon, salut.
Bonjour, salut les petits loups.
Aïe.
L'épisode précédent a été l'occasion d'allonger légèrement la liste des décès. Après, la personne qui était à la tête de l'asile, c'est désormais la personne qui était à la tête de l'église au niveau de Kotar de succomber. Nicolas s'est fait à l'idée de ne plus avoir d'enfants, et pas encore à celle de ne plus avoir de conjointe.
Non. Mais c'est vrai qu'on a eu un petit moment où je suppose que c'était elle qu'on voyait dans une...
Probablement qu'il y a eu un inversement entre deux scènes. On l'a vu... Attends, tu veux dire la scène avec les chaînes? Autant pour
avec
moi.
Les chaînes, oui.
Autant pour moi, je pensais qu'on parlait dans le rituel de la montagne.
Ah, dans le rituel, il n'y a pas compris, mais...
Oui, dans la scène des chaînes, c'est peut-être réel, du moins les vêtements peuvent faire penser à l'illustration qu'on a en bas au niveau du DLC.
Ah, parce que tu penses que c'est elle, ça?
Je crois qu'on joue Victoria dans le DLC et que ça se passe avant.
Mais Victoria ressemble énormément à son frère, si c'est elle. Moi, je croyais que c'était le frère, là.
Et du coup, ça permettra d'avoir des clés de lecture supplémentaires sur les choses qui se sont passées, justement.
Que moi, j'imaginais Victoria, les cheveux longs, sans lunettes... J'imaginais une sorcière.
En tout cas, je crois que le DLC, on joue Victoria, mais bon, de toute façon, c'est des choses qu'on vérifiera quand on y sera. Mais du coup, je pense que c'est plutôt elle qui est sur l'illustration. Après, est-ce que mes informations sont au niveau de fiabilité de quelqu'un qui te dit d'aller dans une maison pour que tu t'y fasses totalement éviscéré? Bon.
Je ne sais pas.
Qui sait? En attendant, nous, on a un asile qui nous attend. Et avant ça, dis donc, frère Benedek, on a envie de mettre des gens sur le bûcher.
Ah, je comprends pas, mais ouais, on dirait que...
C'est quoi, c'est la crème? Ah oui.
Ok, ce sont 4 hérétiques. Comme ça, c'est
Pas
bon.
dit comme ça, tu as entendu.
Merci. Parlons hérétique numéro 1.
Elle a des petits penchants pour le pouvoir d'un coup.
On dirait... Pas de réponse.
Je note.
Denial of the divine Catholic faith has you tied to that stake. Say it. Confess. Or be burned alive.
Mais c'est vrai que quand on est arrivé dans le château, il était en mode « Ah, si seulement on avait gardé ça... »
Oui, hein, peut-être que c'est un souvenir, ça, quelque part. Moins une métaphore que quelque chose que tu aurais vraiment fait. Bizarre, le moine.
Witchcraft and devil worship are your sins. Confess. Where is the book? You have all chosen the devil. So be it.
Oh, je peux rien faire d'autre? Pas l'impression, hein.
Moi, j'ai essayé de faire mon mec à pas suivre la direction de mon perso, on a vu le résultat. Hein.
Moi, j'ai pas le choix, là.
Death is only the beginning of your torment. Remember the name. Malleus Maleficarum.
Ça a l'air maléfique. Qu'est-ce que...
C'est la crampe.
La crampe, quoi?
C'est dans Pulp Fiction.
Je me rappelle pas.
C'est le... à un moment donné, il y a deux persos qui se retrouvent kidnappés par des mecs qui, dans leur cave ou dans l'arrière de leur boutique, ont un gars enfermé en mode BDSM. Et en gros, c'est quelqu'un qu'ils ont kidnappé et ils l'ont tellement torturé qu'il finit par être dans cet état de « Ah, j'aime ça, oui, maître ».
D'accord. Je sais pas, mais là, on dirait quelqu'un qui a des ailes de chauve-souris.
Ouais,
Ah, c'est la sorcière.
C'est Batman.
C'est...
You heard about me. I am Ulrich de Inani,
Ah.
prosecutor of the Valais Tribunal. No? You've never heard of Malleus Maleficarum?
Donc j'incarne quelqu'un d'autre.
Look me in the eyes, witch.
l'impression qu'elle me...
Salazar Serpentard.
Your disciples are no more. I've cast them into ash and dirt.
Est-ce que ce serait pas elle qui me guide? Parce que j'ai quand même sur moi un bouquin fait à partir de ses membres.
Ouais.
I made God proud of me. Where's the manuscript? That book.
Never will I tell you.
Then you choose the same fate as your kin. Where is it? Copies have already been found. What makes you think we won't find the original? Save us the effort and avoid a painful death. Tell me where to find more of your kind.
Everywhere.
Raised entire towns, whole villages, lonely houses on hilltops, and when we thought there were no more, we found yet another cult. And another one. And another one. You spread like rats. There must be a hole from which the Mazrak slither from. I need to know.
Kin is here. Kin is everywhere. Kazak is everywhere.
Coming down here in your filthy cell. I didn't expect anything. No sane person would tell me the answers I seek. But I had to see you helpless, chained like the lowlife you are. Any time now you'll be taken upstairs by the guards. Your soul, body, and religion will be obliterated for eternity. May God be merciless upon you.
Curse you, Ulrich, and your bloodline for eternity. Curse and
Est-ce que ta famille serait maudite?
Bah, je sais pas.
Maudit!
Wake up!
Ah.
I need to hurry up.
Je faisais ainsi mon rêve.
Again. I have to get him off that cross.
Du coup, c'est toi.
Ah. Eh ben allons-y.
Cacao, cacao.
Ah, je n'ai pas d'inventaire en effet. Ah, je ne peux pas aller sur le journal de quête non plus.
Très bien.
Un tas, un tas, un tas, un tas, un homme, une croix, une femme, des chaînes. J'ai tout donné.
No way. Benedict.
Et toi, bon sang?
All right, it's time for another push. This time with some real force.
Comme ça, j'ai fait semblant.
It's full of blood, skin, and flesh. They must be using it to transport what remains of the inmates from above. The cross to which I was tied. The watchman did a sloppy job of crucifying me.
Mais t'as eu de la chance.
Mhm.
If nothing is blocking the mechanism above, I might be able to pull the chain, and by doing so, the other side would climb up. I just need to find a way to pull it down first. It's out of reach at the moment.
Allez, avec de la vraie force.
Not yet to be crucified.
Voilà, il prend de l'élan. Yeah! Waouh!
Et c'est ainsi que je me péta l'épaule.
Aïe, aïe, aïe.
Ulrich, Naevyah.
Nightmares again?
I torched heretics and was cursed by a witch in chains. It was horrible because
Un mercredi standard au monastère.
I know there's some truth to the curse. Father made sure I would remember it. Where am I?
Consider yourself blessed. You fainted after the first whip on that.
J'avoue.
You mention it. I'm starting to feel the lacerations.
Hold tight. I have to untie you.
Moi, ils l'ont attaché, ils l'ont pas réellement crucifié.
C'est vrai.
Cacao!
Cacao.
Nikolai, what are you waiting for?
Quiet. He'll hear us.
Oh, et pour une fois que c'est moi qui te libère.
Oui,
We have
j'avoue.
to hurry.
Tu me rends l'appareil.
Where are we?
Looks like a mass graveyard to me.
Wait a minute. I have nothing in my pocket. My Bible. Everything.
Yes, they took everything we had on us.
We have to get my Bible back,
La
Nikolai.
clé de chez Monsieur Ratour!
We will. Calm down.
Les trucs
Let's
anti-démons
concentrate
aussi.
now on finding that priest.
Le livre du mal.
Remember correctly, the graveyard should be
Mon couteau de
below the
rituel.
section marked with the X.
Indeed. We have to get up
Sauf
there.
qu'on a plus le plan.
Oui.
How?
Mais là où il y a le X, hein.
That chain and plate could be of help. Careful how you move. I don't know where the watchman is. After leaving us on the cross, he receded into the dark.
Let's hurry up then.
It's full of blood.
Moyen d'aller à droite et voir s'il n'y a pas quelque chose, peut-être.
I
Une barque! Mais pas possible de passer.
Once we got in, the watchman whistled, and someone from above lowered it into the water. It's impossible to get out unless the steel thing is out of the way. This is not the boat used to transfer us to the island. This one is much smaller and doesn't have chains. Murky and lifeless, to some degree even foreboding. Ugh, the stench is unbearable. Everything on this pile is in its last stages of decay.
On peut utiliser la croix pour atteindre la
The
chaîne.
cross to which I was...
Non.
He has no eyes, and a good part of his flesh was eaten. Left here as food.
Damned crows!
When I put someone on the cross, he's to stay there until God says otherwise.
Ah.
On se va falloir dire les deux à la fin, mais bon.
He's not chained anymore. Think before getting any closer.
Why do you think they keep me here in the dark?
God talked to me and said otherwise.
Liar, no one is heard from purgatory. You have to look at this experience as an opportunity to repent, to start walking in the light of God. You are blessed to be here.
Ah bon. Bon. Faut pas parler aux gens, du coup.
Ah! On a plus de coups. Bad ending.
Eh ben, on va pas faire ça. si je fais continuer, ça nous amène où?
Benedict.
Ok, ça nous amène au début. Pas
Donc
de
faut pas
soucis.
qu'ils viennent parce que t'as pas le choix. Enfin, s'il vient, t'as plus le choix en fait, non?
S'il vient, on est mort.
Ouais, et il est venu.
Il est venu quand j'ai interagi avec le gars. À cause des corbeaux.
Ouais, les corbeaux, il fait quoi, et moi j'ai fait ah, des corbeaux, ça t'en des corbeaux.
C'est ça.
Hmm.
Ulrich,
Nightmare.
I told it was
Hold.
On
Nikolai.
va se faire la courte échelle avec la chaîne,
Bah ouais,
j'imagine,
mais visiblement on s'en est pas parlé. Quand j'ai analysé la chaîne à nouveau.
Where? Oh, wait.
Ah mon dieu, je n'ai rien dans mes poches.
Yeah, and
Ma Bible! Vers le bas, on a quelque chose. Non. Il n'y a rien de nouveau du coup.
If nothing is blocking the mechanism above, I might be able to pull the chain, and by doing so, the other side would climb up. I just need to find a way to pull it down first. It's out of reach at the moment.
Est-ce que maintenant qu'on est deux, je peux voir avec la croix?
The cross to which I was
Non, je crois que
tied.
j'avais même essayé
Ouais, tu l'avais déjà
The watchman
essayé.
did a sloppy
Non, mais
job
plus
of
si la plaque, tu l'as
crucifying.
réessayé.
La plaque, je crois aussi, ouais.
Aussi. On n'a pas
Il
fait
y a
la
des
femme,
corbeaux à
mais-
côté, donc un peu peur, mais allons-y. Hein.
She's been dead for some time. Her head was shaved, and her breasts amputated.
Ou alors c'est dans un détail.
Ouais, il y a un des... Tu les as pas tous faits, donc j'imagine que...
En avant.
It's a composite of recently dead bodies, amputated limbs, and crushed skulls. Badly disfigured bodies. Young, old, the elderly. It doesn't matter to the asylum. There it is.
Oh.
Ah!
Seems like a long enough leg
Ça tient
bone
bien dans un tas.
should allow me to reach the chain.
Un tibia.
Merveilleux.
It worked.
Oh, good. The mechanism isn't blocked from above. Now all you have to do, sit inside the plate.
You sit in
Okay.
there. It's full of blood and flesh. I'll climb up using the chain.
We have no time for this, Benedict. Hop in. I'll pull you up. You're too weak for anything else.
It's all because of my back.
Mon dieu. Je
Le
comprends,
dos.
bro, je te comprends.
Whenever you're ready.
Once inside, find a mechanism or anything that could take me up with the same thing.
Allez, fais vite.
Avant qu'il y ait le gardien qui
Avant
arrive
que le
là.
gardien arrive, exactement.
I'll find a way to lift the plate up.
Bonjour. C'est les nouveaux voisins.
Ah. Hmm. Ça va, j'imagine que-
Coucou, moi c'est Marco.
Ça me dit quelque chose, Marco, non?
Ah ouais? Je sais plus.
Hey, little man. Want me to get that friend of yours up here? I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't advise it.
He's not my friend, but I need him here. So, sure, yes. But how would you do it?
They don't know about my little secret. I'm Marco.
C'est ça le secret?
Right here.
Wow! Marco!
Bah dis donc Marco. Incroyable.
Bon bah, dis donc. Hein. J'ai pas trouvé un levier, j'ai trouvé Marco.
I did it! I did it!
Merci Marco.
Merci.
Merci, je te remercie.
Il est en
parce que
mode
je
bro,
sens pas.
Marco.
It's the two of you.
I hope not.
Ouais, comment
How
vous
did
avez
you
tiré
pull
la
the
chaîne
chain up?
My little secret.
Il
Don't
doit avoir un
tell
truc
anyone.
dans sa cellule, quoi.
We promise.
I made a hole in the wall. I dug and I dug until breaking through to the warden's room, inside his cabinet. Now I can do everything. Open doors, close doors, pull chain, go out, go back.
Oh là là, mais
Mais pourquoi
c'est
il
le roi
revient
ici.
Escape then.
No, I gotta make a new hole in the floor and only then escape. God rewards only persistence and hard work. I
Okay.
hate people who don't work. I hate them.
You ever talk to the gravekeeper?
Never even saw him. He's always down in the hole. My people say he was killed, but I don't know. I don't know.
Your
I don't
people?
know.
Cellmates. Only two come to visit us. The Caped Man and the Food Man.
Food man brings you food, I guess.
Hey.
Yummy. Delicious food from the hole.
Ah,
This is insane.
des gens, quoi.
You eat or die. You can't choose. Time passes and you get used to it.
Miam miam, cannibalisme.
The caped man.
He inflicts the pain. Cruel, evil, strong. I hate him. When the time comes, he is the last one you'll see in life. Not me. I will get out of here. Go see my Boyana, and then I can die. She will be the last one I see.
Do you know who Yakov Prenger is?
How could I not? Former priest, yes?
Have you ever seen him in the asylum?
Only Caped Man and Food Man. No one else. Not even my cellmates.
Dans quelle partie
In
on
what
est?
part of the asylum are we now?
Secret section.
Oh,
Only
wow.
very special
Wow.
inmates are held
Très
here.
spéciaux.
I'm very special.
So there are two more special inmates here?
The one next to me is empty, I believe. Caped Man never goes in since the last inmate was thrown into the hole. There is a man behind the last door, but I don't know. He may be dead. Caped Man didn't go in there today.
Can you open the warden's room from there? I want to take a look.
No key, not possible. You need the key to open the door. I can't do it.
On peut y aller,
Can
mais
we
c'est
go
tout.
through the hole in your cell? Can you let us in?
Little man, my cell is my cell.
À moi.
C'est bon, moi.
You said you can open doors. Could you open the door of the cell the caped man visited last?
Wait here. The watchman took your stuff from you, didn't he?
Oui, on les veut, on les veut.
He did?
Good, good. Wait. Take your stuff back, little men.
Oui. Merci.
Ok, énorme bro.
We really appreciate this.
You gave me my Bible back. God bless you.
I'm not sure it's everything, but it's something. Just go now.
Ah. Peut-être que certains objets ne sont plus là.
Je crois que j'ai tout, moi. Non, attends, le plan.
Il manque
Stable.
le plan de l'asile, justement, non?
Ouais, le plan, parce que ça, c'est la note et c'est pas ça. Ouais, non, effectivement. C'est pas tout, mais c'est quelque chose.
C'est déjà ça.
Alors, attends. Quoi ça? Je peux la regarder. Porte. C'est peut-être la porte du directeur, ouais.
I wouldn't touch that door.
Why?
It's the gate the Caped Man takes to get here. You want pain? Go ahead.
Ça, ça pas.
It's locked. Nothing can be seen inside. It's too
Ok.
dark.
Always locked. Always.
Je sais pas si ça a changé quelque chose, ça.
There's
Je vais
a
vraiment
man
être
on
dans
the
une
floor.
pièce. Ah non.
Get inside.
Pas si je veux rentrer. Hein. Ah oui, un man on the floor.
A simple bucket for a gruesome purpose. We are too late. This man is dead.
He has no intestines.
Because of the rats who ate them while being trapped under that bucket. Let's leave him.
Oh.
How did you get out of the basement?
Comment ça?
What?
You finally found a way out.
I think I recognize you. Is that really? Oh my god, it is you. I wanted so much to find you here with all my heart, but wouldn't dare believe.
This is your father? Your real father, Yosef?
You left your sister alone down there. That which could find her.
What? Where? Where is Victoria?
Easy, father. Calm down now.
Your mother. The Bible. What I did. It's all my fault. I kept you locked in that basement for too long. I'm so sorry, son.
Don't think about anything. Try to calm down now.
He's losing it.
I kept you. Please. Water. Water.
Quickly, try to find some water. I'll stay here with him.
I'll try. You do your best to make him talk before it's too late. You hear me?
I hear you.
Oh là là, le daron.
Ah bah, je m'en attendais pas à ça.
Dans le seau, il a rien. Hein.
Un truc dégoûtant, ils ont dit. Mais moi, j'avais juste l'œil, j'avais pas la main. Donc peut-être que tu peux reprendre de l'eau dans le
It's the
seau.
bucket the torturer used to keep the rats on Yosef's abdomen. Hygiene is not a priority at the moment. Just the water. I'm taking it.
Enfin, après, s'il y a des... S'il boit de l'eau avec...
Ouais, il en a pour 3 minutes 30 à peu près à vivre encore. Ça va.
Ok.
Faut juste qu'il ait les lèvres suffisamment humectées pour pouvoir prononcer ses dernières paroles.
To fall. From below, for the rats to climb up.
J'en reviens tout de suite. Hein.
Ok. Fais ami-ami avec Marco pour l'instant.
Little man's friend, what can I do for you?
Do you have some water in the cell?
I drank all I had. Why?
Death wish from your cellmate.
So, he's still alive. Unexpected. Remarkable. Water is given only once a week. It's hard to stay alive without it. It's hard.
Once a week.
I had to create an automated circle of renewal. That is, whenever I take a leak, I do not use the hole for feces, no. I do it in a small bowl that I hide inside the hole. They must not find it, or else I'm dead. I want to help the poor man with his death wish. Take my urine.
On a du lac en bas, mais il y a le gardien qui fait peur.
Bon, allez, j'ai confiance en toi. Maintenant qu'on sait qu'on peut remonter grâce à Marco.
I think I'd rather go down into the graveyard and take the water from the lake.
As you wish. I just wanted to offer a faster, safer alternative. Want me to take you down with the plate now?
Ah, je te fais entièrement confiance,
Take me
Marco.
down with the plate.
Mais n'oublie pas de me remonter
Step
après.
on it then. Just yell when you want to come back. But beware of the watchman.
Crie silencieusement.
Tu te mets dessus, tu fais vite.
Ok, c'est parti.
Yatka. Crows.
Vite.
Murky.
Ah mince, non.
Le seau.
Le seau. Touche le lac.
Et
I have more
maintenant.
than enough water for the old man's dying throat.
Ok, go, go, sur la plaque.
Vite. Plaque.
Marco!
Polo.
I'm ready! Pull me up! Get me up! Now!
Non.
When I put someone on the cross, he's to stay
Terrible.
there until God says otherwise.
Oui, bon,
God
voilà.
talked to me.
Where's up
Ah.
in the
Let me
purgatory,
do it.
isn't he? I'll find him.
Elle trouvera après s'occuper de toi.
I'm not chained anymore. You don't scare me.
Why do you think they keep me here in the dark?
Marco!
I've never
Marker.
seen God. I only hear his voice through the hole. You have to look at this experience as an opportunity to repent, to start walking in the light of God. You are blessed to be here.
Bon, Marco n'est pas très reliable.
Terrible.
Bon bah on va devoir prendre son urine. Oh du coup il m'a trouvé
Petit
aussi.
souci, et nous y voilà.
Moi je voulais que mon papa ait au moins de l'eau du lac et pas de l'urine, mais bon.
Terrible erreur.
Terrible.
Je fais continuer, je finis où?
Bah essaye et tu verras. Ah.
Bon. C'est un moyen de s'en sortir, hein.
Ton seau il est plein ou il est vide là?
Chaîne. Mon seau, je pense qu'il est vide là.
Ouais. C'est vrai qu'on n'a pas essayé de faire la chaîne.
Ouais, alors moi je pourrais remonter de moi-même quoi.
Mhm.
I have. Marco! Marco! I'm ready! Pull me up!
C'est la même chose du
Get me
coup
up
avec la chaîne.
now.
Ah, tiens. Ouais. Bon, bah, je crois qu'il va falloir charger l'autre sauvegarde automatique.
Ah, terrible. Hmm. Ça aurait été la star de l'épisode, lui. Hein.
Ah, j'avoue.
On l'a bien vu. Hein.
Du coup, si tu fais charger partie.
Lueur automatique, ça c'est en bas. Et puis ça, après ça remonte quoi. Et puis sinon après il y a toute la scène.
Ah merde, ouais.
J'essaie de remonter la chaîne sans chercher l'eau.
Sans chercher l'eau.
Il n'y a pas encore les corbeaux là à ce moment-là. Je vais mettre de l'eau dans le seau. Mes pressentiments à ce propos.
I
Je
have
m'en
a
vais.
bad feeling about this. Marco!
Ok, bah il y a peut-être un moyen, hein, mais je sais pas.
Ouais.
Je vais mettre le masque jaune. Ça serait bien mon couteau de rituel sur le gardien, mais...
Mais t'as pas le temps de le faire, je crois.
Mais oui, je sais pas quand est-ce que je peux faire une interaction là-dessus. Bon,
Oh,
Marco.
file ton urine, hein.
I think I'll take your urine after all.
Excellent choice.
Peut-être qu'en fait, il
Prepare
était
the
pas
bucket
content.
for the transfer. I'll get the bowl.
Genre, ah, c'est pas assez bon mon urine, hein, Eva.
God bless that man for a peaceful rest.
J'ai conservé à la cave ou maturation
Thank
depuis
you
si
for
longtemps.
doing this.
Bon, il arrivera peut-être pas à finir sa phrase finalement.
I've managed to
Paf.
get him something to drink.
No. Father doesn't need it anymore.
Ah, il est mort.
Ah,
I'm sorry. Have you asked
Ah,
him a
écoute,
truth?
bon.
Faith is having faith in others, Benedict. All I ever did, I did for the family, Benedict.
Listen to me. Did he tell you anything about Victoria?
moi j'ai mon obsession. Hein.
Ah oui, je suis d'accord.
You will find God in people, Benedict.
How did he end up in the asylum?
Have faith in people and you will find God, Benedict.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Have
Il
you
est
asked
choqué,
him about
peut-être?
that priest, Yakov?
Quand même.
No,
He could be in some other cell, still alive.
he's not.
For God's sake, would you snap out of this self-pitying state and start answering my questions? You'll have us both killed. Listen to me.
Seeing God in people. What did he mean by that?
Did he tell you anything meaningful? Anything at all?
Voir Dieu dans les autres.
But they all sound like nonsense. Mumblings of a dying man in agony.
Anything about Victoria? About Yakov? We must find that man.
Yakov lies dead in front of us, Nikolai. Yakov was my father.
Ah,
He changed his name after arriving in this town.
Your father was Yakov Prenger?
He
Père
lied
avec la
having been
voisine.
sent by the Vatican. I need time to absorb
Mon
and
Dieu.
process all the things he said.
Quand même, moi, appris un
Help
truc.
me with his body. I can't leave it here. He will be eaten by rats or tossed in the piles below.
du coup, qui était au château?
I can't leave him.
It's impossible. You know that.
But
You must leave him here, Benedict.
I finally found him only to lose him again. This time forever.
Say a prayer, and then let's get out of here as quickly as possible before someone arrives. I'll follow you.
Ah,
Parce que la
ça
manette
va
est pour
être à
toi.
moi.
Rest in peace, Father.
Ready to go?
I am.
Oh là là, Yakov, c'était le daron.
C'est dur, c'est dur. Est-on plus avancé? Je n'en suis pas sûre. Non.
Excuse me.
Je compte pas redescendre.
Yes, yes. My door remains closed. Closed. Yes.
Ouais, je crois que... Il n'y a pas 36 chemins. Oh.
Ah. En effet, il n'y a pas 36 chemins, mais ils ont tous l'air mauvais.
Ouais, enfin, je veux dire, ici, je peux rien faire.
It's
Par
locked.
descendre.
Nothing can be seen inside. It's too dark.
Aussi avec la clé de...
Always locked. Always.
Si on se disait que c'était plus pour l'hôtel, mais bon.
I should contemplate more about this decision.
Hmm. Il veut continuer de dire non pour l'autre
No.
Oh, mais je refuse de descendre.
Peut-être dans la pièce où il y avait ton...
J'ai oublié
ton
quelque chose chez
père, il y a un
papa.
truc en plus.
Ah, peut-être que... Je devrais rechecker son corps ou un truc du genre.
The lifeless body of my father. I found him, only to lose him once again. This time, forever.
Qu'il a laissé quelque chose dans ses excréments.
It's a bottomless pit used to discard feces, or what remains of the inmates once their souls leave this cruel world.
Ouais, non. Je vais demander à Marco de nous descendre, quoi.
Sauvegarde avant de le faire, en tout
Ah
cas.
oui, oui, si je fais ça. Donc, ici, on a fait. Ici, on peut pas. Ça, on peut pas. Ça, je vais re-regarder au cas où.
The warden's room.
Marco.
Marco.
Je crois que... Je vois pas
Bon, de toute
d'autres
façon, t'as
options.
une save, on est bien.
Pull
Ouais.
us down now?
God bless that man for a peaceful rest. He has suffered for far too long. Far too long.
He surely did. Maybe I should take his body after all. I can't leave it here.
You can't. You can't do that, little man. You would get caught, and then you would share his same fate. You must leave. Once you hear the chain, jump onto the plate. I'll open the cage of the lake too. Just beware of the watchman. He's always lurking.
Bon, après, entre ce qu'il dit et ce qu'il fait...
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
I want to use my own hole, not the one everyone else uses. My hole is my hole.
Ok.
Good luck, Marco.
God bless you. And I've almost forgot. The bucket with your drink. I'm leaving it here on the wall.
Thank you.
Your drink.
Évitez de prononcer le terme devant Bénédicte.
J'avoue. Pas bête. Coco. C'est ouvert.
Vête.
I don't think I can leave his body in this place.
Oui, voilà, t'as pas le choix, mon gars.
No, brother. We must leave. And you must let him go. Joseph died years ago. This person is not your father.
I wouldn't be standing here if that was the truth, but now I understand why he chose this town. Why he chose to leave his
Moi, je
family.
comprends pas.
Ouais, il a entendu des choses.
Oui,
il
c'est
n'a
vrai.
pas encore retranscrit.
T'as
It's
raison.
my time to leave him. Come. I know where we must go.
Tell me what happened in that cell. Did he say anything that made sense?
I don't know.
Oh, on est mieux en dehors de l'asile quand même. Hein.
Ah oui.
Me for
Je
Benedict,
suis à côté du corps de...
the island and kept quiet.
Rappelle des
It's
souvenirs.
not much, but I gave you the time to grieve and think. Your father is dead. Gone. Thinking about him and pitying yourself now will only send your sister his way. We have to act. What did he say to you?
I was trying to say he was blabbering, but some things made sense to me in a strange kind of way.
What do you mean?
Father insisted that he must do the things he already did.
More specifically?
Pass the family's Bible to his next of kin, the last male child of the Dokhnani family. Me. Then he said he needs to go to Sveti Kotar to save his bloodline from the curse of Jadwiga Mazrak.
Nonsense. Did he say anything about Victoria?
It's all so strange and frightening. I dreamed Jadwiga was in my dream, and I was Ulrich de Inani,
Who's Ulrich?
our ancestor.
All right. You should let him stay dead. And Victoria.
Joseph kept mentioning the basement, about how did I manage to get out, and why did I leave Victoria there. He blamed me for leaving her alone.
What basement?
We spent all of our youth in the cold part of our house. In those dark times, we laughed together. We cried together. And we got beaten together. It's how we found God.
Would you leave the past behind already?
Ouais.
And forget about God for a moment. Wake up. We need to find her.
The past could be the key to find Victoria.
How?
I'm not sure yet.
Before leaving the island, you said you knew where to go. Nothing you say now has meaning. We hit a dead end. We went onto that island, and I was whipped, tortured, and had to confess. For what?
That is not the truth. Listen. If we find that basement, we might be able to save Victoria and put an end to my bloodline's curse.
So, you swallowed everything that came out of your father's mouth.
There were times I've asked myself if the curse was just a sham to keep us obedient, but the curse exists. I'm now more certain than ever before.
Are you sure because of the dream you had, or because your father told you so? Both are absurd notions.
Because of everything we've been through since arriving in Sveti Kotar. It all makes sense now.
How, exactly? Explain it to me. Push away this cloud of mist around my thoughts.
I need help to do that. We have to find that basement he kept mentioning.
You mean go back to your childhood home in Gior?
Not exactly. We have to go back to where it all started yesterday.
Back to that damned house. Why would you want to do that?
Not the house. We have to visit the neighbor. The
Vera! Sa waifu!
Why?
Father kept
Parce qu'il y a une cave là-bas aussi.
He left his family, but he didn't forget my mother's name. I quote, "Your mother Vera, she's an angel. Only she can save your sister from the basement. Mother can help you save her and put an end to our bloodline's curse. Kill the witch, destroy Sekvra."
Alors, on a aussi Vera, c'est
Do
maman.
you have any better leads? Ideas? Anything?
If that is the truth.
Et du coup, est-ce que c'est maman qu'on a connu dans le prologue ou est-ce que c'est maman parce que finalement
You
il a
think
fait un
she's
saut entre
keeping
deux familles?
Victoria in her basement? You think she's the witch?
I doubt it. I didn't sense anything evil in that woman. But the way my father...
It actually makes sense. She might be the source of evil, not Madman. Right under our noses the whole time.
Non, c'est pas ce que je suis en train de dire.
We searched for Victoria all over this accursed valley, only to find her where it all started.
I don't think we'll find her. I think my father gave us something, but don't expect a miracle. Victoria is no longer.
On va aller directement à Vera. Hein.
Let's go straight to the old woman.
C'est maman. Est-ce que c'est pas maman? C'est bizarre, la porte de la maison, elle est pleine de...
Derrière des tas de branches et de ronces.
Attends, je veux juste la regarder de plus près.
Who could have done this?
I don't know. We should stay away.
Ouais, hein. Ah, t'as vu, sur le côté, maintenant, il y a une porte... Ah non, c'est pareil. Non, il n'y a plus de porte.
Il n'y a plus de porte, ouais. Ah.
Ah. Mais oui, j'ai pas vu toutes les fenêtres sont barrées.
Mhm.
Ça a toujours été comme ça et on se demande comment est-ce qu'on a pu, nous, dormir dedans.
Non, c'était pas comme ça avant. Il y avait déjà une porte sur le côté, ça c'est sûr, mais la porte principale, elle n'était pas barrée avec des branchées.
vrai.
Mamie ardoise.
C'est une enfant du prophète.
Madam, are you here? I have information about the priest. Your lover.
She's here. I can feel it.
J'essaie de la respecter.
I have information about the priest. Your lover.
She's here.
Ah,
I can feel it.
Je crois que j'ai pas le choix. J'ai beau respecter.
Madam Vera, it's me, Benedict.
We just want to talk.
Nothing.
Open up, or I'll do it.
Oh là là, Nikolai.
Would you calm down?
Jamais.
Victoria is in the basement, and we're here standing on the porch knocking like two beggars.
We don't know that. It could all be a big misunderstanding, or the hallucinations of a dying man.
I've had enough. I'm going in.
Ah, je crois qu'il allait défoncer la porte. Mais elle s'ouvre.
Il l'a défoncé de manière civique avec la
She's
poignée.
still breathing. I'll check the basement and the rest of the house.
Ah,
Thank God, Vera is still with us.
Phew.
Madam, wake up.
Ah, c'est bien Vera, ça.
elle dormait juste, la pauvre.
What happened? You want the chalkboard? Right. Just a moment. Can you hold it? Here. Was outside to feel the tree. Fainted after. Why you here? That's Nikolai in the basement.
J'aime pas les gens chez moi.
My sister's husband. Nikolai has been led to believe my sister is in your basement. I know, calm down. I disagree with him. Why he thinks she here?
Ah, c'est le moment.
We found your lover. In the asylum. He died soon after we arrived. I knew. I felt the tree. The tree told me. I could not accept truth, but I knew. I deserved sadness for his death, but he did not deserve to die. Did he suffer?
Oui.
Yakov was tortured and was in great pain. It's hard to say anything that makes sense now. What do you know about Yakov's life before he came here? He served God as a priest. Nothing else? Church sent him to succeed Pavle Moravica. Pavle, our former priest. Why, you ask? Yakov was definitely a man of few words. Not to me, we were soulmates. He always told me everything. Before his eyes closed, I had a chance to talk to him. He said some things I want to ask you about. Call Nikolai upstairs. Have you convinced yourself that she's not here?
Laisse-moi te fouiller.
La cave est plus grande que la maison?
You are good soul, but I don't know what he is. He is strange.
Bah oui,
You won't
là.
find anything.
Ouais, je suis à moitié
Le
démoniaque
livre du
maintenant.
démon.
So ask quick while he not here.
Moi, je m'en souviens
Do
pas,
you
mais...
remember saying that I'm cursed? I know you are. How could you know that? Your voice and soul talk to me. Yakov claimed you can put an end to that, to my bloodline's curse, and that you can help me save Victoria. But I don't know how and where. I know nothing. You are not telling me everything. He said I need to kill the witch and destroy the Sekvra book. You are not telling me everything, Benedict. Yakov said that only you can save my sister from the basement. That is why Nikolai is so obsessed in finding her downstairs. Many basements, catacombs in this valley. How can I know where she is? Yakov said nonsense. I'm not quite sure yet. I think she's lying to me.
Vera
The name
Cachotière.
Naevyah Mazrak, does it mean anything to you?
Ah.
Sorcière.
That evil spirit was in my family.
Oh.
Your family? Mother gave birth to Sister in Merzel's house. Sister was possessed at birth by evil spirit of Jadwiga. So the spirit of the witch dwells inside that house. It was there, maybe not anymore. It lived in my sister's body for many years until she died. My sister did not make me blind, voiceless, cursed for solitude. It was Naevyah. God wanted her to do it. I deserved punishment, and I did not offer resistance. Why would you deserve such a cruel fate? I explore that house, and my mother come look for me. She start give birth to sister there, and father decide we stay until end. She gave birth in that house because of me. Then she and father died because of evil spirit in my sister. I am guilty. I deserve punishment. Why Yakov tell you this? What are you to him?
Je suis son fils. Ah, petite lumière.
Stall. Do not make him come upstairs. Not yet. I'm trying. Have you checked the 2 locked doors? What are you to Yakov?
Je vais dire la vérité, hein.
Yakov was my father. His real name was...
Ouais, c'était exactement ça son
To
nom.
know. I felt it that you are his son. He lied to me and God. He had a family. He came to Sveti Kotar to save us, but failed. My mother died, and probably my sister too. All because of the curse. All because of Naevyah. Help me to end the suffering. Do you know what he meant by Victoria being in the basement? I think you do.
Non. Moi non.
Where can I find the basement? Not a basement, it is underground place. Where do we find it? You must find it, not him. Victoria is in Mountain's womb. Alive is, not dead. Nermin is keeping her. Udav Mountain? How do you know she's still alive? My visions.
Ouais, j'y étais,
Saw
moi.
her chained, terrified by demon screams. Nothing else. She is alive where Saborans lived before Kotar and his expedition murdered the tribe.
Pardon.
How do you know all these things?
J'ai raté quelque chose ou...
Je pense que c'est Nikolai qui a fait du bruit.
D'accord. Et il m'a bien fait peur. Ah.
Nikolai already visited the mountain, but
Les
found
portes étaient
nothing
trop
but a
verrouillées,
mine there.
sans doute.
No one found Saboran settlement after Kotar. Many tried, but no one found. Many died. Centuries-old mystery. Even when I had eyes I never saw, never was there. But I know place where you must look. I know because Naevyah told me. So where is it? I don't know how you enter, don't know what is entrance. But where is that location? Kasag's prophecy foresees. The king of Saborans is coming. That is reason. It is happening right now. If Nermin want become king, he need pray for ritual. He has your sister in only place where ritual must be. Yakov wanted to know things, but he was my love. I could not risk to lose him, so I lied not to know more.
Le décalage dans les textes.
Ouais, je suis en train de me dire, hein? Quoi?
Comment ça?
It is time now. It is mystery why Nermin chose your sister, but you must save her and you must end curse. You must save people from King Nermin. You must tell me, now, the location.
Allez, vas-y!
Find old Inquisition painting of mountain that Ulrich made.
Oh, puis-je le trouver?
Where do I find the painting? In the Grimalda castle? I've been there already. No, castle is dangerous.
L'antiquaire.
Has replica in store. Ask Elisabetta and say I sent you. She will help. I helped her. Say so.
Enfin, Elisabetta.
Ulrich de Inani drew a painting? People
Ah, mais du coup, ça va être la course entre nos deux persos. Hein.
T'es pas censé savoir tout ça, toi.
Ah, je ne sais pas tout ça.
Tu ne sais rien. Tu cherches ta femme.
Mais est-ce que tu arriveras à me doubler?
lost mind at end because failures and set himself on fire. Poor man. Painting will help to explain where you must go. You must get it. How will the painting help me to find that place? Come back here and I help. I need
Il arrive
painting to show.
dehors, lui.
Il va y avoir un accès.
After you get in Udav, you must find Jadwiga body and torch it. You must not forget. Find it and destroy. It is there, Jadwiga told me. Only way to destroy Jadwiga evil spirit is to incinerate body. And destroy Sekvra. Sekvra can be destroyed only if falls into dark hole of Ahrizat. The kingdom of Ahrizat? Temple of Truth has endless hole. Hole is passage to Ahrizat. Eternal darkness and torment. You will not save sister, not anyone. If you do not do that, evil will survive if you fail. Do not forget.
Victoria's not here. Did Vera reveal anything?
God, you scared me. How did you get here?
There's a passage that leads outside the basement and surfaces in the woods. You withered old hag! You saw us on the porch and moved Victoria out. Where is she?
She did not. Calm down. I know where Victoria is.
Where?
I'll tell you everything on our way back to town. Let's leave Vera in peace now. She has to rest. Do you need help before we leave, Madame Vera? Are you sure you're all right? All right. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
So, after following advice from a shell of a man, we
Don't talk about him that way.
You are doing your best to find your sister dead. We just shifted from your father's nonsense to his lover's.
Why have you followed me then? I told you what Vera...
Have you seen her? She's a blind, withered old woman knocking on death's door. But I'm going to listen to her only because it proves, finally, that I've been right from the beginning. Victoria is in that mountain. I was right.
Fallait pas lui dire.
I'm following you. But I won't get rid of the Sekvra before we find my wife.
By
c'est
keeping
bien
that book,
problème.
you are putting me in great danger as well, and...
You know the reason. Sekvra may be our leverage to get her to safety. I'm not getting rid of it. End of discussion.
There's something
J'aurais
strange.
jamais dû savoir qu'il était
It's
dans
not
ma
only
Bible.
saving my sister.
Aïe 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 aïe. Attention.
Nicolas, quoi.
Je vais être ton ennemi, hein.
Ah, ça y est.
Ah.
Thought so. Now what?
Oh non, c'est fermé.
Use the power of the voice.
Ah. Elisabetta.
Sur un mégaphone.
We need something. It's urgent.
Who is it?
Can you open up, please? Vera said to come to you about an important matter.
I'll never find peace in this town. Come in.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Well, don't just stand there. You disrupted my peace. Speak up now.
We wanted to ask you about a painting you might have.
You said Vera sent you. Is this about Ulrich's painting?
Do you have it?
Yes,
May we see it?
maybe. You may even take away that damned painting, but you need to give me something in return.
Pas très bonne... Pas très bonne mine.
What's wrong with the painting?
It shows what should remain hidden. You already know what it is. It's just that you don't know how to find it.
What do you want in return for the painting?
Look around you. I want a rare, special object that no one... I don't know what I want. I'll know when I see it.
Ok.
Ok. Ça veut dire qu'il faut que... Est-ce que tu veux... des pièges à démons?
This feels wrong.
Je sais pas si c'est comme ça qu'il faut le faire en plus.
Aucune idée.
La clé de la tour.
I should contemplate more about this decision.
Un crucifix en forme de...
Oh.
Oh oh.
Tu le poignardes.
It's not that special or rare in this valley, but I've never had a chance to hold one in my own hands. Give it to me. Yes, it's
L'objet qui aura
my
plus servi
turn.
dans le jeu. Hein.
Oui,
It's my
tellement.
turn to inflict pain on God's behalf. Anything else?
Oh, bah, ça me paraît bien, non? Ça va suffire, non?
Excuse me.
Ah, pardon.
Mince.
The crucifix should be enough.
To take a look at the painting, sure, it is. But if you want to take it with you, you'll have to do better than that.
Qu'est-ce que tu...
Oh bah tu peux demander à Nicolas.
Ouais, je veux dire, est-ce que tu penses que juste le regarder ça nous suffit,
Ah
ou est-ce que tu veux...
Je sais pas, moi je pense qu'on suit les élucubrations d'une vieille dame, alors que j'ai dit depuis le début que ça allait être dans les montagnes. J'y suis même allé. J'ai
C'est
risqué
vrai.
ma vie.
Bon, je vais demander... Ah, t'as un masque, toi, le masque. Le
Oui.
masque en peau, ça devrait... Ça devrait lui plaire.
Bon, en plus, c'est moulé sur son visage, quoi.
Isabella.
Donc,
I have nothing else.
I might. I have to check.
oh là là, le pot commun.
Et hop.
Bonjour, bonjour.
T'as le droit de
merci
checker.
beaucoup. Voilà, j'ai
Ah, t'as
le
aussi un
couteau
couteau de rituel.
Tac. Commencer par ça, bonjour.
Nerman wants it, which means I need it.
Ah.
Mince. Je peux vous... Alors, ceci.
I need it to protect myself
Ah.
and save my wife. I'd rather die.
Have something for me?
Silhouette là-bas.
J'avoue.
Je sais pas si elle était là avant, mais...
Just a moment.
Merde.
Ah,
She's been
merde.
following me since the island. I'm glad she did. I feel safer with her around.
Eh ben, ça a changé, hein.
Have something?
I changed my mind. I have nothing to
Bah,
give.
tiens.
Bon, bah...
Désolé.
Bon, on regardera juste, hein. Si t'avais eu ton œil encore, t'aurais peut-être pu le donner. Bon, allez, on va juste le regarder.
Excuse me.
Ah, mais je suis pas possible.
So it's only the crucifix.
Wait here.
Voilà, et là on sent qu'on n'est pas préparé. Hein.
Take a look.
Petite photo. Je sais pas en quelle année ça se passe, mais il y a la technologie déjà. Hein, ça.
The moon is so domineering.
The Saborans believe the moon is under Kazak's control. He influences humans and oversees life. But if you ask me, he is a false god, as much as the moon is a false light. Whenever I glance at it from my window, I see the helm, or even better, the crown of evil.
Okay.
The point where Henna River surfaces and flows into the darkness of Carcassa. Now that you had a good look at the painting, what do you want to do with it?
I'm not sure yet.
Great. This seems like another complete waste of...
I think I know the reason. You are not the first person to come looking for it.
Ah bon?
When looked at upside down and at the right angle, you get to see...
Et une photo.
It's the accursed symbol. How is this possible?
Why? We couldn't see this the other way around.
You're asking me too much. I know nothing of drawing techniques, or whatever the case is here.
This is a Saboran symbol. We've seen it many times in this valley.
The most important symbol.
The three triangles are the three peaks of the mountain.
The dot in between the two peaks is the moon. Kazak.
And the line falling from the moon is the light that falls onto the lower peak, which casts a shadow on the location at the foot of the mountain.
What is that location?
A place of beauty and terror. Pepper.
Papa.
Most don't mention the place. It's where the Inquisition carried out the executions.
If you are guilty or not, a saboran or wrongfully denounced, destiny awaits you in this place. The executioner would bind your hands and feet and tie a weight around your neck. Then he would cast you into the Henna's spring. If the person was accused of something else other than witchcraft, he would have been torched at the stake immediately.
What would happen to the person cast into the spring?
If the accused sank, they were considered a saboran, whereas if they floated in the
Ouais, donc il pouvait pas gagner.
Un classique.
after the ordeal, like the rest of the accused and their ashes thrown into the river.
History books say differently. Those who sank were considered innocent.
Not in this valley. If they sank, it meant they embraced Henna, the water that bleeds out from the very uterus of the accursed mountain. When here, forget about the rest of the world and their ways of performing anything, including the water ordeal.
The detective said Saborans were executed at the castle in the past.
Not just the Saborans. The Inquisition built a road that descended from the castle directly to Pepel, called by the locals Putlesheva, which stands for the Road of Cadavers.
How can we find that road?
You can't. The forest devoured it centuries ago.
Who else asked you about the painting?
Oui, qui? Ah, bon bah.
You helped the priest?
My body and soul paid
Il a fait sa
price
petite
for
enquête,
it.
lui aussi.
Mhm.
What happened?
I was taken into the asylum back when he was still the warden there. Well, not only the warden, but the executioner as well. He tortured me for months, maybe years, I couldn't say.
I'm sorry for what
Papa
he
a
did to you.
torturé.
It's your fault. Why didn't you help the man? He was powerful. You knew what would happen.
I couldn't betray my only true friend, Vera. She's an angel. Vera begged me not to help him because if I did, she knew she would lose him forever. And eventually she did. But her life is a spiral of continuous sadness and sorrow. I just couldn't accept giving her the last stab.
Je comprends mieux son état, du coup.
Ah bah oui, hein.
It's a map.
What map?
The symbol is a map. It shows where the entrance is.
Correct. The symbol is so simple and common, and yet no one has ever realized its true meaning.
So why is this symbol pointing out to Pepel?
It's pointing to the location you seek to enter the mountain.
The entrance is there?
How did you know we're looking for it?
That's the whole point of this painting. Ulrich found the entrance and then hid his findings into the drawing.
You mean he found the location of the entrance, but not the entrance itself?
He found the entrance, saw and felt the Saboran's underworld.
Didn't he set himself on fire?
He did.
Maddened by his failure to find what he was looking for.
He didn't lose his mind because he couldn't find it, but because he did. He went in, and when he came back, he was never the same again. Just like our patron saint.
Vera was wrong. Or she lied to us.
She didn't lie.
You can't be so sure about Ulrich. I mean, this happened centuries ago, and no one in town seems to know anything about it. So how do you know?
You take me as one of those fools out there.
No.
Don't
Voilà.
use words. I didn't have to help you at all.
What would be the best way to reach Pepel?
There's just one possible route.
La forêt, évidemment.
The Carcassa forest.
No human entered that mountain for centuries, but now we get there and just walk right in?
I never said I knew the entrance. Once there, you have to figure it out on your own.
I believe I've already seen them.
In a strange, maybe even unnatural way, Pepel is shielded by a peculiar rock formation called Tulovegrede. Some people believe these rocks were once the hiding place of Jadwiga Mazrak, and the reason why Ulrich and the Inquisition were unable to find her.
Can you lead us to the location?
No, it's forbidden to go there. dangerous too. But so is the mountain, and you don't seem to care. You're on your own, past the wall of crosses. You must venture deep into the forest before spotting the rocks. When there, find a way to climb over or circumvent them, and you'll see the splendor of the Henna Spring Pool. I believe I've said enough. It's time for you to leave now.
Why would you want to keep it anyway? You said it's damned.
And what isn't in this valley? You have nothing valuable to exchange it with, so it stays mine. I've gone through a lot of pain to get my hands on it.
Come on, old lady. We know it's just a replica. You don't have to lie to make us want it. And besides, we don't need it.
A replica wouldn't have the symbol hidden in the painting. Ask Bogdan Lang if you don't believe me.
The custodian of the castle? He's dead.
Dear God, what happened?
You heard about the man who fell off the castle roof. That was him.
Oh well.
Oh well.
He was a lowlife anyway.
Ah, voyou.
Nothing ties me up with the painting stuff.
Mais c'est terrible.
Good
Bon.
for you. We have to go now. Benedict, shall we?
Ah mince, il est mort. Oh well.
Ah ouais. Hein.
Donc faut aller dans la forêt,
Ouais.
And don't come back.
par-delà les croix qu'il y a dedans.
We have no reason to go back to Vera now.
Are you sure?
She told you the same as Elisabetta. She doesn't know where the entrance is. Why waste precious time?
I don't know. Maybe she lied.
What does God tell you to do?
Moi j'ai envie d'y aller directement.
Ok.
Voilà.
Visit Vera first.
Puis pendant ce temps, j'arrive à te...
Oh my god!
Oh
Vera!
non, Vera!
I'm not shocked to see this. How could one live if their soulmate is dead?
Vera left a veil. Yakov found where entrance in Udav is. You must draw Saboren symbol on top of painting. Place triangles where peaks are. Line in middle at bottom end. It is where entrance is. I do not know what is location. I just write what Yakov said.
We already know that. She's describing Pepel. Does it mention Victoria?
Il est marrant ce nom, hein.
You have to figure out where location is, but once there, to enter Udav, you must look for place where witches see world upside down.
Dans l'eau, quoi.
A place where witches see the world upside down?
I don't think I understand.
Moi je pense que
That
si.
is what my sister, Jadwiga, always told me. Place where witchcraft beings see world upside down.
Ou dans un miroir.
A place
Mais upside
where
down, c'est
witches
plutôt
see
dans
the
l'eau, je dirais.
world upside down. Yes, of course. What else could it be then?
La source.
The water ordeal.
Sorry?
The water ordeal.
Sorry?
La boucle infinie.
Said about Pepel. The Inquisition performed the ordeal by water at Pepel. The accused
Quoi?
ones were bound by hands and feet
The
and
water
cast into the
ordeal.
river spring with a weight tied around their necks.
And?
Think, they sank with their heads first, which made them see the world upside down.
Right.
I did not tell you
Right.
because of shame, guilt, but body of sister gave birth to Nermin. Jadwiga is mother of Nermin. I am guilty for that, like for my parents' death, for Yakov, for everything. I do not deserve God and his forgiveness. I was in love with man, with family. I will fall further down now, further below ground, into eternal guilt and torment. I brought only desolation to this reality. God have mercy on my soul, and may he help you to find the right path. That's all.
Et c'est déjà beaucoup.
Let's move now.
Le voile de Vera.
Voilà les bois que nous connaissons bien.
Voilà.
Mais bon, l'exploration de ces bois, ce sera pour la prochaine fois. On va essayer de trouver Pépel.
Je vais essayer de trouver Pépel. Je vais essayer de te perdre dans les bois. Je vois pas comment je peux faire, mais...
Alors après, il faut aussi que tu fasses en sorte de détruire le bouquin, je crois. non
Ouais.
C'est
Bah,
comme
si
ça.
au moins tu me donnais le bouquin, parce que moi quand il était dans ma Bible, ça me faisait rien du tout manifestement. Hein.
Ah oui, parce que tu étais protégé par la Bible de ton père.
Du coup si je te disais vas-y file le livre, je mets dans ma Bible.
C'est peut-être pas inconscient de l'avoir mis justement dans ta Bible, même si ça t'a bien fait rager. Justement, peut-être que ça a été mis là-dedans pour te protéger, alors que moi j'ai directement l'objet brut sur moi,
Mais
en
ouais,
plus je
c'est
suis
le
sous
problème.
tension, même dans l'orphelinat il s'est passé des choses.
Moi je serais même prête à te proposer de le mettre dans la Bible et que tu gardes la Bible sur toi si c'est mieux. Mais je crois que mon perso voudrait pas se séparer de sa
Mon perso
Bible.
voudrait pas se séparer de sa Bible parce que c'est sa seule protection, et puis moi mon perso il sera en mode mais
Je veux
arrête
pas.
de parler de ça, on s'en fiche, sois victorien. Et on la
Dans ce
trouvera.
cas,
un
je
jour.
te laisserai passer devant et puis un coup de Bible dans la tête, paf. Je prends le livre dans la Bible et je
Moi,
me
ce que
casse.
je vois, c'est que j'ai encore mon couteau de rituel, toi t'as plus ton crucifix taillé.
Ouais, toi t'as encore ton couteau de rituel, t'as encore ton masque, t'as encore le livre.
Moi j'ai la panoplie complète.
T'as la panoplie
pour
du
devenir
meurtre, là.
le chef des ghouls lunaires.
Ah, boy, oh boy. On verra.
Bref, n'avez rassuré, le prochain épisode se passera probablement sans aucun heurt, sans aucun problème,
Ah oui, bien sûr.
bien sûr. D'ici là, portez-vous au mieux, des bisous, bye.
Bye bye.